Hi, I'm Lyndsie Barrie. I'm here to share with you a little taste of the Fempreneur Marketing School. This is an education and team building experience that I created in early 2019 to help more women get their message out there on social media in a confident, clear way. So this is session 1 of 6. You're going to meet some of these ladies. I hope you go and connect with them on social media and let them know that you saw this video and that you think that they're awesome, because that's really what marketing is all about. It's about building relationships. So let's dive into the video.
So thank you for being here. Like I said to pretty much all of you, I'm sure one-on-one, like you guys being here and supporting one another is the key to the success of the program. It's not about me. It's not about the material I teach you guys. It's about how well you stay connected and how much you support each other when you see each other, post something on social media, and those likes and those comments, all that stuff is key to you guys building confidence in finding your voice on social media. So stay connected, use the group chat. Message me privately whenever you want. I'm here for you guys for the next 6 weeks. So who wants to start sharing? Anyone feeling brave today?
I'll go ahead and start.
Go ahead.
Good morning, everybody. I think one of the things that I'd really like to learn is how to get comfortable, even in front of everybody this morning on video. It's not my comfort zone. I'm really bad at social media, and I just would like to find that comfort level of telling my story on video so that it I guess so it doesn't look like I'm scared to death.
I hear ya. Awesome. Thanks for sharing that, Marilyn. And
how come everybody looks like they've been up for hours and, I just got out of bed and made my tea, so.
I'm pretty sure all of us just got up as well, but you all look lovely, by the way.
Yes, everybody woke up beautiful this morning.
Marilyn, I'm with you. I kind of, you sent me a message yesterday and I appreciated that. I feel the same way. I just need to build confidence in my social media presence and how to use it most effectively to target the appropriate audience. I don't want to waste people's time posting things. I want everything to be quite to the point. And so that I kind of mirror what you were saying too.
So I can go next.
Okay.
So basically, I really am still very uncomfortable with videos, so I would love to feel a little more comfortable doing those. Mm-hmm. And then the other thing is, I still struggle with what kind of messages to send out on social media. I know I don't want to be always, selling, right? You want to be telling people how you can help them. And so I just want to get better at that, get better at getting that message across that I really do want to help them, as opposed to, just selling my product. And so I've been doing blogging and I've been sending out tips and that sort of thing, but I just need to get more effective at that.
Awesome. Good. That's really, really great to hear, because I promise, Debbie, you're going to feel a lot more clear about your messaging very soon. Who's next?
So kind of to play along with what Debbie was saying, rather than selling a product, I kind of want to just build a relationship with people. So knowing what to say to actually get them to engage with you and kind of create a connection with you, so they'll come back in the future, not just like the one-time type of sale.
I can go next. For me, I think what I would really like to be able to learn or improve is being able to write my content or my social media content and refine it so that I'm really marketing to the right type of person, the right type of client that I'm wanting to bring in. because I still struggle. Like I definitely don't have the writing skills that a lot of other people do, to be able to engage as much as I think I would like to. So just being able to be able to, learn some skills that way.
That was Astra talking, right?
Yes.
Okay, I thought so. But once again, we need to get a lamp for your face.
Sorry, apparently the lighting in this room is not very good. Usually when it's daytime, you can see me better because the light coming through the window.
Yeah, writing skills. Oh, yeah, you're gonna get that big time out of this for sure. So, yeah, the first exercise I will complete next week will help you huge with this. So, yeah. And so after you are doing your travel business, so
Right.
that's definitely important, right, for you to be able
Yeah.
to describe the experience, the feeling, and yeah, cool.
Exactly.
Okay, you ready for me?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay. For me, it's I want to be more confident on my social media and have a clear and concise message that is still authentic to me, and learn the different platforms.
For the record, we will only be talking about Facebook and Instagram here, but trust me, if you're new, that's all you want to do.
Yeah.
You don't want to try to get them all. You just want to nail those two, and then eventually, if you want to,
Okay.
become a Pinterest or a LinkedIn or a Twitter person, then you have the basic skills. Who else do we have?
So for me, I want to create like a cultivated social media presence. I don't want to just put content out there for the sake of content. I want it to be mindful and like a cultivated feed. I'd also love to learn how to create an email list and develop my website and some graphic design skills with Canva. And then I'm very interested in software or an app that helps you plan your social media so you can kind of just set it and forget it and not have to worry about it on a daily basis.
Last but not least, Ferris.
Can you hear me? Yeah. Okay, perfect. I mean, clicking on the mute button here, so I wasn't sure.
Yeah, I think we were both clicking the button back and forth.
Okay, so improving over the next 6 weeks. I'm not on Instagram at all, so I need to get on there, I guess. I don't know where people find the time to do all this, to be honest. So I'm glad to hear you say Facebook and Instagram are a good start, and leave it at that. That's probably doable. Yeah, I don't know. I guess that's pretty much it. Just I'm generating so much, but I'm not generating any income. So I have to build a client base. And so my goals, I guess, are to bring people to me that are interested in using my services. So I'm hoping to increase that over the next 6 weeks using this social media.
Great. Yeah, you've got a lot of things you can be monetizing. And as we talked about on the phone, it's hard to be so friggin' multi-talented because it's like overwhelming. Like, what am I going to actually package and sell to people without having too many of those out there that it confuses people, right?
Exactly.
So I think you'll figure out through the feedback from the girls and you've already kind of got an idea of which direction you want to go, but yeah, it'll be good.
Mm-hmm. Awesome.
So we're going to move on. So anyways, before we move on, I just want to mention the importance of staying connected to your partner. Again, I'm going to keep emphasizing that over and over again because you guys need each other, you need a team, and the success of this marketing school really does come from you guys staying connected and supporting each other, not so much from all the fun stuff we're going to do. So grab your notebooks and your pens. This is some self-reflection time. You're going to share some of these answers with your partner to get to understand her better and to help her achieve her goals. So take a few minutes. I'll set my timer once you guys and just write down, if you won $100,000 cash today, what would you do tomorrow? And is it any different than what you will actually do tomorrow? Just take a few minutes to write that down. Okay, so we're going to share in a few minutes, but for now we're going to move on to the next number. This one would probably change things for most of you. The first one, maybe not. So answer the question again based on $1 million prize. So you either won $1 million in the lottery or you received an inheritance from someone. And yeah, so if the amount is $1 million, what would change? All right, next, ladies, just paint a really clear picture of what you want. What is all of this about? Why do we want to serve more of the right people? How does that change our lives? And yeah, just describe your clear and philanthropic success. Does anyone have any questions? If you do, you're muted, so you'll have to unmute yourself to ask. No? Awesome.
Lyndsie, I have a question for you. When you say the clear definition of my success, what if I'm kind of sitting on the fence and not really sure what that direction really is?
Yeah, if you're in transition and you're feeling like you don't know what you want, that's fine. Like, yeah. I mean, if there's anything that you know for sure, like a few pinpoints that you can jot down, that's great. And if not, that's fine too. I mean, I know a couple things about you, Marilyn. I know that you're I think from what you told me, your ideal success story is helping children through hard times and being a rock for them and helping them develop life skills. That I think that makes you feel like you're, impacting the world in a positive way.
Mm-hmm.
Helps you feel like you're achieving success. Because really, like that's the ultimate message. Like, spoiler alert, the whole point of this exercise is to figure out if we only care about ourselves and financial gain, or if we actually care about serving. Because if all we care about is ourselves and financial gain, that's coming out in our marketing and that's repelling people.
Right. Okay. That's a good point, actually.
So this has to be about others or it's not going to work. And I know that all of you are servants. I know that from talking to you guys individually. You guys care about helping others. So if it helps for you to focus this time of writing on just picturing how others feel about you and the stuff that you help them with, then that's maybe the mindset that you want to get into a little more and less about cars and boats and paying off debt.
Right.
Does anyone have any other questions or anything? Comments? Okay. Give you guys a couple more minutes. If anyone would be okay with sharing what they wrote down or any of the above answers, really, any of the stuff they wrote down, if you want to just share, I would really appreciate it. And I think that those in our gang here would benefit from hearing what you're excited about, what you're trying to achieve.
So sorry, I can share a little bit about what I'm trying to do.
Cool.
So I am retired from the corporate world 3 years ago. And so I'm not interested in working full time, but I do want to work part time. And so far, I've been providing my services for free, and it really does. I mean, it still fulfills that thing inside of me that makes me feel good. But I would like to have some paying clients so that I can supplement my retirement income. But I really still would love to keep a balance between working for free and having paying clients. So for me, it isn't all about the money. It's about helping me. I feel good when I'm helping others, and I like to stay busy. And so I just want to work part time, but and have, as I said, that balance between paying and non-paying clients. I think that's where I'm trying to go.
Thanks, Debbie. So I'm going to share then. So what I wrote down, $100,000 wouldn't change much. I'd pay off some debt. I'd send one woman to Hoffman, which is the retreat process that I was at when I found the clarity that helped me design this marketing school, or more, not even really design, because it was super trial and error for the first few months, but basically just get the confidence to dive in and start doing it. I would get a couple repairs done to my vehicle that I'm putting off because they're just not necessary, but I should probably do it. I would book a summer conference. I want to take my son down to San Diego to FlynnCon. So Pat Flynn is like one of my favorite people. He's written a few books. He's helped me tons. His podcast is called Smart Passive Income. It's an awesome podcast. I got to meet him this past October, and this will be his second ever FlynnCon, where he brings together just a lot of his fans and people that are like-minded for a big conference where he teaches, and it's kid-friendly because he's got kids, so my son would enjoy that. And then I would just invest the rest of that money. $1 million is, of course, going to change things a lot. I've always wanted to own some land out of town, a place where I can hold almost like little, not retreats, because I'm not a fancy person, so I wouldn't want to call it a retreat. It would be more like camping trips for women, where we could get together and just have like just time away from technology, and have our stuff on autopilot on Creator Studio for the weekend, and be able to walk away from our phones and just assess our success and high five each other and just get to know each other better. So yeah, I want to buy a piece of land. That's more important to me than owning a place in town. But I probably would switch gears from renting and living the free and easy life, and probably move into actually owning a home again. Yeah, I'm single, so single income and all the bills that go with the house is not something that I'm comfortable with. So I'd have to get that $1 million probably before I'd feel comfortable with that. I would start a scholarship fund. I'm going to do this anyways, but I would start it right away for an annual conference that I would, do some sort of like an application process for women that have graduated from Fempreneur Marketing School, where they could apply to receive kind of a scholarship to go to a conference that I would be, researching and finding, and I would, cover the cost of everything if they won the, if they basically were chosen. And then I would start a mentorship program, a really, really affordable one for women that come out of Fempreneur Marketing School. As you know, a lot of the women that come out, often want to hire me to do various things. Some of them have, decent income. They have, financial security, and some of them don't. So this would be more for the ones that don't, so that I could still help them get their websites and social media up and running and help them continue to build their confidence. And yeah, and so for me, like what my desire or my description of success is, like, I'm kind of living it right now. That might sound a little cocky, but like, I really cannot believe the last year of my life and how things have changed when I stopped thinking about the money and all I thought about was helping people. And I almost every week I have a conversation with a woman who says to me, like, you've helped me so much. And that is my definition of success, is to know that I'm helping her serve more people, and to just be, for me to just be like an open book, like a resource, and that's why I had to write a book about the Fempreneur Marketing School, because I needed there to be that thing that could go and help people when I physically couldn't be there. And so to have all of you guys here means the world to me, and having you guys here, like, you guys are my definition of success. And yeah, I don't really think it was fair for me to keep bugging you guys to share until I shared. So now I've shared. So now I can be a little more pushy about asking you to
Okay, then I will.
Ferris.
Yeah. So yeah, 100,000 wouldn't do much. I would have to have a lot more than that, even just to get out of debt.
Yeah.
So it wouldn't change a thing, except maybe give me a little bit of financial freedom, so I wouldn't have the stress of wondering, how I'm going to pay the bills.
Yeah.
With $1 million, when you're talking about describing success, it was basically, yeah, all those things that $1 million would bring me. That's that's what that would be. But it's about making a meaningful impact in people's lives. I can, see creating scholarships and being able to donate to charities, actually be able to attend and participate in fundraisers. And one of the things I think that would help me do this too is to be able to be that motivational speaker, have people on a wait list waiting for me to come and speak for them. That would be really cool. I think that would be lots of fun. And a lot of it was around spending money on health. We're finding my husband's been ill for a long time, and so he's been doing a lot of learning about how to do things on the internet himself over the last few years, and has had the rug pulled out from under him or running into roadblocks everywhere, and his health is a big part of that. So conventional health isn't helping much, so it's going to alternative stuff, and that costs money. And so that would be a focus of where some of my money would go, like maybe stem cell treatments, or traveling wherever to find the treatments that would work. And the same goes with my grandson. So just take some of that pressure off there. And the word freedom just kept coming up. It's emotional freedom, financial freedom, freedom to help. Just freedom was a big word.
I'll share next.
Awesome.
If I won 100,000, that's not a whole lot of money in my mind. So not a whole lot would change. I'd go to my paint class tomorrow, probably give my kids some money to help them out, and donate to a charity, just to be helping. And like I say, 100,000 isn't much. So now if I won $1 million, that would be a totally different story. First thing I would do is I would take a vacation. And then I would work on building my wellness and retreat center. One of my long-term goals is to have a wellness and retreat center where primarily youth, but anybody can come. And Lyndsie, you can host your ladies campouts there because the property is beautiful. But really creating programs for youth. So I do things with youth, with troubled teens, and my heart cry is really to create a safe space for them to be able to come and just be who they are. And so creating programs that would allow them to do that, that would be my ultimate dream and goal with $1 million. I would also have a mentorship program where they can come and learn life skills that will kind of carry them through to the next phase for them. And Ferris, I really liked your word of freedom. I actually wrote that down because, with all of this, I think for me, there would be a certain amount of freedom, but also for the youth and people that would be coming, it would also give them that as well. So thanks for sharing that word. I think that's awesome. And really, that's what I would do with it. I'd buy horses and I would start programs right away.
Cool. That's awesome. Love it. We might come back to sharing some more at the end if we don't run out of time, but I do want to move on just so we don't miss any of the stuff I have planned for you guys. For those of you who are very adamant about getting better at video, I encourage you to use the group chat. If you don't get a chance to share this today with the group, your answers that you wrote down, prop your phone up against a glass of water and share into a video and pop it in the group chat. You have no idea the impact that that'll make on your confidence level and on the other women who watch it. The stuff that you're going through, that you're excited about, that you're worried about, all that stuff is very, very, very valuable. So please share it. And yeah. Okay. So now we're going to write down a quick little thing here. This might not be quick, actually. I take that back. But that picture of success, what's holding us back from that? This is where our partner is going to help us out. This is where we're going to attack these roadblocks with some specific goals that we can use to kind of break them down. So take 2 or 3 minutes and just write down what's holding you back from achieving that definition of success that you wrote down here. Okay, so I'm not going to get you guys to share that with the group, but I am going to ask you share that with your partner when you meet with them this week. So these are some of the things that often come up in these conversations: lack of money, technology, community or support, knowledge or motivation. And if you have other things to add to the list, definitely, let us know in the group chat. Like, tell us what you're struggling with, because we want to be able to provide each other with ideas of how we can smash through these roadblocks. So during your first meeting with your partner, you're going to share your list of what's holding you back, that list that you just wrote. And together, you're going to brainstorm goals that will help you smash through your success blocks. I call this the smash list. So the smash list is the list that we write before we create the goals. It's kind of like brain dumping all the things that you could maybe do to smash through your roadblocks. And then you create those clear and concise goals from there with timelines and things like that. If all of this is overwhelming and you're not a goal person and whatever, don't freak out. It's all good. We'll get there. But for those of you who are like there, I just wanted to say that so that you're like, okay, here are my next steps. And there is no right or wrong, and there is no like strict timeline with any of the stuff that I'm sharing with you guys. So don't ever feel overwhelmed. The first action step for the week is connecting with your partner, preferably before Monday. I know that that's not very long away, but aim for meeting her before Monday so that you still have a couple days before our next session, for a 60-minute minimum video call or in-person meeting. So if you guys aren't able to get together live, there's always Facebook video call, which works well. You can also use Zoom, which is the platform you're on right now. It's free for 2 people. It's when you start adding bigger groups that you need to get the pro version, but for 2 people, it's free. But I do encourage you to get together live if you can, because that's where the magic really happens, right? So, so what you want to do in your meeting is you want to share your lists of what's holding you back from achieving your definition of success. Create a smash list, which are goals designed to help you smash through your roadblocks. Ask your partner to hold you accountable to achieving one of those specific measurable goals from your smash list before your next meeting. If that's absolutely not possible because your goals are just going to be way too big to achieve within the week, that's fine. But it would be nice to have one baby step, even if it's like a micro goal under one of the big goals that you can actually achieve and check off the list before the next week. And then set your weekly meeting time with your partner for the next 6 weeks. I suggest you keep it on the same day at the same time, just for scheduling purposes. As we all know, that's way easier. Does anyone have any questions about action step 1? Cool. Action step 2 is get a goal board. I really encourage you guys to go to the dollar store and buy one of those foam core boards. And you can set it up like this. And then each week you'll print off your badge and you'll stick it on there once you've achieved your goals for the week. And that first goal that you're going to pull off of your smash list, write it down in your week 1 box. And if you have some other goals on your smash list that you think you can achieve later on, that's fine. And if you write a goal down in week 2 and you don't achieve it till week 6, that's okay. Right? Progress, not perfection. So once you've achieved your or completed your action steps from this week and met with your partner, you can print and add the team badge to your goal board. I mean, everyone knows the psychological impact that writing things down, not only in our notebook, but also putting them up has, right? I've told this story a million times, but when I started writing my first book, I put on my goal board, like, that I was going to write a book by July. And it was like 6 months prior to that when I wrote it down. yeah, it was like January or something. My son came home from school that day and saw my goal board had like underwent a transformation and had all these things. He like still wearing his backpack. He's like reading my goal board and he's like, "You're going to write a book?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I guess I am, because now you're going to make me." And it's just really interesting how, sometimes we won't show up for ourselves. Sometimes we'll put our goals on the back burner. Sometimes we'll put ourselves second or last. But if we have someone that, especially I think as moms, when our kids or even our spouses maybe see that we want to achieve something, we fight a little harder to get it done, because we want to be good examples, and we also we don't want to let other people down. So I encourage you to put the goal boards up and let people see them. Put them in a place in your home or your office where people are going to see them and call you out on the stuff that you want to achieve, because it's actually quite powerful. All right. So in the Fempreneur community, we do have team values. So I'll just read through them quickly. So we offer and accept support, encouragement, and honest feedback, always assuming criticism is coming from a place of love. This can be really hard for people. Some people are not used to receiving criticism or came from something in their childhood where criticism was really harsh and mean, and they instantly get their back up when someone suggests a way they can do something better. Really focus on being the kind of person that gives feedback in a kind way, but be direct, right? If we all sugarcoat everything and we tippy-toe around hurting each other's feelings, we're not going to get the impact out of this that we need. So be strong, assume criticism is coming from a place of love, but when you're giving feedback, do it as lovingly as you can. And if you ever feel attacked or worried or sad or something, just send me a private message and let's, talk it through, right? So we try new things and we take risks. We find answers to business and marketing questions through research, and we share our findings openly, right? Should we all go and research the same thing? Hell no. We should each research something different and bring back our findings to the group, right? So we create structure and firm boundaries around family time, me time, and business time. So a little bit of time blocking in the old calendar. I don't know if you guys are using the calendars in your phones or if you're still relying on paper calendars, but I encourage you to start using your phones for calendars, because as you get busier in your business, you're going to want to be sending meeting invites to the other person so that you can both see that same meeting invite in your phones and your phone calendars. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, we can talk more about that in our one-on-one chat next. We never discuss another member's personal or confidential business information outside this community. Everything shared here stays here. We never approach another member of this community to sell to her. Instead of focusing on short-term financial gain, we focus on developing long-lasting friendships and team spirit. I mentioned the no selling rule to some of you guys probably. This is kind of it, because we want to be genuinely interested in getting to know the women in this community to develop long-lasting friendships and team spirit above all else. We're not here to sell to each other. There's a huge difference between selling and marketing. Selling is transactional, it's money-based. Marketing is relationship-based. Marketing is starting conversations, meaningful conversations with the right people. And that is a natural progression into, people exchanging goods and services for money. But over here, it's like goods and services for money is the number one focus. And that selling thing is something that breaks relationships down quite quickly. And so I want to caution you against selling to anyone in the community. And if you're not sure what that even means or what I'm talking about, happy to have a conversation with you about it. Because we do want to make sure that we're funding our purpose. Like, it takes profit to sustain a purpose, but we have to go about it the right way. And so if you have any questions about that, let me know. I do encourage you guys to hold events. I encourage you to share your knowledge, and that's different, right? So rather than approaching someone in the community to sell to her, invite, the whole community to an event, community building is number one. So if you have products or services that are going to be offered at the event, that's fine, but just make sure that that's not the focus of the event. Make sure that the focus of the event is building community and connecting the women. And if there's products and services for sale there as well, once again, it's fine, but make sure that your invitation states there will also be products or services available for sale at my event. And once again, if you have questions, let me know. So now the team commitment. I will attend 6 weekly group sessions on Zoom from 6 to 7 a.m. beginning today. I will schedule and attend 6 weekly meetings with my partner, virtual or in person. I will invest 4 hours of focused time in my business every week, using this time to complete the action steps. I really encourage you to block 2 to 3 hours on Wednesdays, because this is the day when you're going to have the creative juices flowing. The energy from the other women is going to be like really prevalent in your body and in your mind and in your spirit, and you're just going to want to do things. So make sure you have the time on Wednesdays to crush some business stuff, some marketing stuff. And once again, I'm committed to showing up to sessions, partner meetings, and staying connected in our group chat to benefit not only myself, but also my teammates. So you being in this community, although I'm sure you came here for yourself at first, but this is an act of service as much as it is an act of building your own business. You guys are going to help each other so much. So show up and do that, please, please, please. Once again, check our group chat daily. This PDF is going to be in the Google Drive. So I'm going to put this link to the Google Drive in our group chat today. And then forevermore, it's there. And if you ever need it, you can just scroll up in the group chat and click on it. You can email it to yourself. You can email it to your partner. So that link is going to take you to a Google Drive folder where we're going to see week 1, week 2, week 3. Right now, all you'll see is week 1. And in that folder is the PDF version of this and other things that I'm going to put in there for you. The recordings will be in there, both the audio only and the video recording of today's session, and every session will be in there. And yeah, and if there's anything else that we ever want to pop in there, just let me know and I can add more material to the folder. Book launch party is happening February 8th. Really hope to see all of you there. There's a link here for tickets. You can use this code to save 20%. It's going to be an awesome opportunity to connect with a lot of the grads from the program and with each other. And quite often what I'll do in Fempreneur Marketing School is that around week 3, I try to drum up some sort of a gathering where we can get together and actually see each other live. And this time, this happens to fall into the calendar in between week 2 and week 3. So it'd be really cool to have you ladies come out and meet some of the other girls that helped me write this book too. Save the date, Thursday, March 5th at 7 p.m. That's the night that I want to have our grad night. So if you could just pop that into your calendar, that'd be awesome. It'll be in Cochrane. We'll get an awesome group photo, probably lots of group photos. And I always put some pretty cool prizes out at the events too. And I am kind of keeping track of things. I award like a bravery prize for people who are very brave. I award the comfort zone smashing prize for people who, really went out of their comfort zone, different things. So there's prizes and cool stuff that night too. And just once again, a fun celebration. So that's Thursday, March 5th. And then if anyone has any upcoming events where we can support you, where we can come and meet you, unmute yourself and shout it out. All right, go connect with your partners, use the group chat. So happy to have you all here. I'm so excited. Wednesdays are always my day when everyone's like, what are you on? I'm like, started my day with a bunch of cool ladies, so I'm jacked. All right, you guys are awesome. Have a fantastic day and week, and let's keep chatting in the group chat, okay?
Thanks, Lyndsie. Thanks, everyone.
Bye, everybody.
Have a great day.